Hi, welcome to your strategy room. In this video, we're going to redefine quality. If you haven't seen my video about our fight against entropy, please make sure to watch it before. So within the scope of our fight against entropy, we defined it that it's everywhere and everybody is fighting against it. Your organization, as well as your target customers and your end users. And when we defined the innovation, we talked about their fight against entropy, not only at the present time, but in the future. We were expected to capture their future fight against entropy, and our preparation was our innovation. Just like how we based the definition of innovation on our fight against entropy, and it was centered around your target customer and end users. Our definition of quality also centers around your customers and your end users. But before I present my own definition, if I ask any one of you right now how to define quality, it's going to be a very controversial definition. Because the real definition of quality comes from the receivers of your products and services, namely your target customers and end users. So the quality is really what they say it is. It means that your expectations from your product and services are met and exceeded by your products and services. Well, for the sake of this video, I'm going to call your products and services your revenue generators. So in other words, your revenue generators meet up to the standards, meet up to the quality standards of your customer base and your end users when they say it meets those standards and expectations. So this explanation of the quality is very fluid and it doesn't help us much at all. It's because it's subjective perspective from your target customers on your revenue generators. Well, your internal quality control, you may or may not have it, or the feedback loop from the customer base to you, how factual that is. And the short answer is it's not. It's because somebody who's buying economy class car, they're going to have much different quality expectations from much very well-known brands of cars. So their expectations are different. Their life expectancy from your vehicles are so much different. So in other words, not only your revenue generators impact on your target customers is different, but their perception of the quality that they expect from your revenue generator, in this case cars, is also different and it varies greatly. Which brings me to my next point, which is the fight against entropy of your organization, fight against entropy of your target customers and end users, as well as how good of a job your revenue generators do when they fight against entropy themselves. In this case, the cars that you manufacture. Because they are also systems, they are going to be fighting their own battles against entropy. So the way your revenue generators fight against entropy is counterintuitively measured by your target customers and by your end users. That counterintuitive measurement determines your quality levels. And same holds true in the airline industry. There is no such thing as an old airplane, but there is such thing as unmaintained airplane, which means that some of the um, disposable parts, they have to be replaced every so often. It's because those parts, then the replacement of those parts will make sure that the airplane itself is up to the quality standard and safety standards so that they can be ready for flight at any given time. The plane itself could be 30, 40 years old, but as long as these type of components that are fighting against entropy, and we know that they're going to be failing, they as long as they are replaced with the new ones, those quality standards are met. Another great example I can give is from Steinway and Sons, a custom piano manufacturer here in Astoria, New York. When I visited the manufacturing facility, I was not only impressed by the product itself, but also internal processes and engineering skills that the company had. The company went above and beyond and considered the quality standards of their pianos and installed an electronic device that would actually control the humidity levels of the users and the pianos within the control environment. So that clearly shows me that the manufacturer was thinking about how that particular product was going to fight against entropy and all of the forces surrounding it, and make sure that the quality standards, oftentimes intuitively measured quality standards from the musicians and the end users and the customers, are going to be met, and not only going to be met, but also not jeopardize the sound or the quality of the product itself. As we can see in this Steinway and Sons case, by making sure that they contribute and engineer the fight against entropy of their product, which in return helps the fight against entropy of their customer base, which in return helps with their own fight against entropy as an organization. In this video, I explained a new definition of the quality based on our fight against entropy. And as you could see, our fight against entropy is everywhere. So I'm going to continue making such videos, and I'm going to continue to explain these concepts. Please subscribe and then follow, ask questions, make comments, and don't forget to take a look at my YouTube community, where I will be able to answer your questions and interact further to make sure that these concepts are understood and used within our strategy formulations going forward. Be on the lookout for my next video.